So today I'm going to walk you through our SRU product by Remote Solutions for our Ampgard contactors. This kit consists of a drive bracket, a cubicle kit or breaker specific cubicle kit that goes on the breaker, or in this case the contactor, and then your portable kit, which has your motor and your cable and your handheld, which you'll see later. This particular application uses a cubicle kit that is a plate, which you can see here. This plate has a sticker and it has two shoulder bolts on it. This particular kit reuses the two mounting points for this switch assembly. So the installation portion of this is as simple as removing these two bolts and bolting this plate back on with the longer hardware that's provided, and that's it. The way this system works is your drive bracket, which you can see here. Everything we do is color coded, so you can see this has an STR tool code color sticker, and then we have one here also. Your slotted holes here, your shoulder bolts, you simply attach your bracket, slide it over the shoulder bolts. We have a lock pin here. Engage the lock pin so it locks it in place. On the bottom of your contactor, you have your handle. So you have a hook that hooks through your handle. Again, we don't want to modify anything here. We want you to still be able to manually operate this breaker, so we just use the hole that's in the handle to hook and attach to the lever. On the drive bracket, we have a tool adapter that's mounted to the drive bracket. Again, this is breaker specific, so it has the tool code color label on the tool adapter. We have our racking motor, which comes in our portable kit. A 28 volt lithium ion battery, and you can see it has a display button. Shows you that it's fully charged. This battery simply attaches and detaches like a normal power tool battery. It's a standard Milwaukee 28 volt battery. Connects to the bottom of the motor. Because we use this motor for everything that we do, from 480 volt breakers all the way up to 38 kV breakers, pistol grip operators, contactors, MCC bucket operators, everything uses this motor or this battery. So it has a universal chuck on it. So this quick release, you slide this up and insert it and it locks into place. On the drive bracket, there's a lock pin. Simply lift that lock pin, insert your motor, lock your pin into place. On the back of the motor, there's two cable connections, a male and a female. And if you look, you can see there's a red mark on this cable. So the red mark goes to motor top. And these connectors are simple push-pull connectors, so they just plug in. Same thing, the other cable. Male end has a red mark. Red mark simply, and they're keyed, so you can't plug them in wrong. If you try and put them in sideways, you turn it until it's clocked right, plugs in. This cable is the one that goes to your handheld, and this cable is 50 feet long. So you can be up to 50 feet away from the cubicle. You can also daisy chain these two cables together to be up to 100 feet away. This is your handheld portion. This is where we actually rack the breaker from. So the other end of this cable, the 50 feet or 100 feet if you daisy chain them together, simply plugs into the top of this handheld. And then you have an e-stop or power button here. If you turn this, it powers the unit up. And you can see, it goes by pretty quick, but you can see the screen comes up with our remote solution screen, and then it says Westinghouse Ampgard Amaretto. So it brings up the tool code, it automatically loads the tool code and all the racking parameters that you're going to use. Inside of the drive bracket, there's an actual smart card that stores turn counts, power settings, and all that stuff. So all the smart stuff is stored inside the actual drive bracket for every breaker application. You can see the first screen. This is what we call our pre-racking checklist. So the first one, please verify battery displays 4 bars, which we checked on the battery. Please verify toggle latch is closed through switch handle. So this is this latch through the switch handle here that we did. Again, just another mental checklist, a mental reminder that that is hooked through. Please verify you're at a safe distance from the equipment. Another mental reminder. Again, this cable, if you stretch this cable all the way out, is 50 feet. Daisy chain them together, obviously you can be 100 feet. Now, it knows, because this handle is down, the only way to go, it would be to close this isolation switch. So you can see, it says press enter to close isolation switch. So I'm going to hit the enter button here. It's going to do what we call a tool engage, so it actually backs off. It feels the hard stop and that we've engaged the pin on the tool here, and then actually moves up to close. And now, because we're monitoring turn counts, it doesn't just drive up and slam into the hard stop at the end. As you can see, it goes nice and slow. It feels that hard stop at the end and then tells you operation isolation switch is closed. Please power down. So at that point, you would power down. Now, to open it, you can see if we were to remove this, we would take this handle off of here and then we could take everything off. But we're going to open it now. So we make sure our handle is through the switch, power everything up. Again, verify the toggle latch is through, verify you're at a safe distance. Now you can see now, because our handle is latched through up here and it's up, it knows that the only way we can really go is to open this. So again, your option here with the handle up is open isolation switch. So you hit enter, does the same tool engage, it feels the hard stop there, and then starts coming down to open. Again, nice and slow, so we feel that hard stop at the end. And then on this application, it's actually going to come back a little bit to line up our lockout points on our handle here. So you can see it comes back up to where the natural open position is and our lockout points line up, and then tells you operation complete, switch is open, please power down. At this point, we would disconnect our 2 cables. If you pick up on your motor and lift your lock pin here and turn it, it stays up out of the way. We can remove our tool adapter because it's breaker specific. Has a storage spot right on the bracket. Unlatch our handle here, undo our lock pin. Simply slides up off your shoulder bolts, and that's it. And you can see nothing we do modifies this to where you can't go back to the original racking tool, the original handle, or however you manually did it before. This particular application, as I talked about earlier, uses this plate. Some applications just use 2 shoulder nuts on the door, and we have installation templates for those. It really depends on the application. This one's pretty simple, just has the plate that goes on, but all of our applications use these shoulder bolts, so it'll have a similar type bracket, and all use this same motor interface because we're using the same motor for all the different applications.